Madam Lydia? Madam Lydia?
I really do need to quit. To be honest with you, I enjoy it so. I think it's just a habit at this point in my life. Something that I do that my body feels lost without. Funny. I'm sure my mind and body really hate this stuff. It's just like there are two warring factions in me, and frankly, my body is kicking my mind's butt. I think it's because it's infinitely more devious than the mind. I mean, who am I kidding? Let's face it. I'm an addict. It's like the mind keeps telling the body it's in charge, but as soon as the mind looks away, the body does whatever the hell it wants. I've been thinking about taking up crochet, just so my mind and body have something to do. I'm hoping it might fool the body into behaving itself, or vice versa. I mean, it's like the old saying goes, idle hands or brains are the devil's workshop. My only worry is I'll wind up with a crap load of sweaters laying around. I could give them out as gifts, I guess. But how many times can you give someone a sweater before you start becoming known as that old weird sweater lady? As opposed to that old weird lady who talks to spirits. Yeah, no matter what, I'll always be seen as an odd duck. If I had the choice, though, I guess I would prefer to be known as the weird spirit lady. I guess it's because I'm used to it. Besides, being known as the weird sweater lady seems odd. You know? It doesn't sound pleasing to the spirits for some reason. Oh, weird spirit sweater lady. Different strokes for different folks, I guess. Oh, I go out walking after midnight out in sorry, I like to sing and sway to that song when I'm nervous. I think it's because I consider Patsy Cline a religious icon in my life. Would you believe that her spirit was the one that taught me the words to that song? No kidding. Just showed up one day and taught me the words. Spirit said it would help me whenever I was feeling down. God, I could use her spirit now. I haven't heard from her in ages. Right now, she's like all the others. Oddly quiet. And I think that's disconcerting. Which is odd, because you would think that I would revel in the silence. It's like when I was growing up and sharing a bed with my snoring sister, like every night. I don't know how I ever got to sleep. I mean, years later when I finally got my own room, you'll never guess what happened. I developed a bad case of insomnia. No kidding. I mean, I couldn't sleep at all. It was like as annoying and as loud as that gnarling noise was. I became so used to it, I couldn't live without it. That's a strange addiction, huh? I finally had to borrow my dad's tape recorder to record my sister's obnoxious snoring. I played it back while I slept, And believe it or not, it worked. Somehow, I don't think the solution to this is going to be quite that easy. I don't know why I get that feeling, but something about this whole thing seems off for some reason. I've never seen the spirits act so funny. I mean, even that spirit that lives in the Johnston's house is nowhere to be found. And normally, you can't get that guy to shut up. I mean, he's always on about one thing or another. I mean, you should know that as well as anyone when you had me perform that session here a week ago. 2 hours channeling, that guy bitching about how everybody was blaming him and how he didn't have anything to do with it. Thank God the recorder ran out of battery power. I figured if anyone from the other side would be talking to me, it would be that guy. But even he seems to be hiding out somewhere. It's like the spirits just decided to stay home today, as if they knew there was something wrong about this day, right, and they were better off staying in bed, which would have been fine by me. I just wish they would have given me a little heads up, that's all. Anyway, here I am with you and the police and nothing to show for it. It's kind of embarrassing. You know, like getting strep throat right before you're supposed to sing in front of a big audience, or into this tape recorder. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight. I mean, you know, there's nothing I can do about it. And no way I could have predicted it, but it's still embarrassing. Oh well. Nothing to do but to give it the old college try. Unfortunately, I didn't go to college, so the spirits are going to have to settle for the old high school try. And who knows, they might be feeling more chatty now. We should get started again. I go out walking in the moonlight. I go walking in the moonlight.